Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video. This time we're going to do a review of WrestleMania 30 from 2014. This is from April 2014 to be exact. So let's get this underway, shall we? We have the 30th anniversary of WrestleMania. Well, if you want to call it the 30th anniversary of WrestleMania, the 30th annual WrestleMania from WWE. This happened in New Orleans, Louisiana. And let's get this on the way. And it happened in the Superdome, not the Silverdome, Hulkster. Anyway, let's get this on the way, shall we? We kicked off the main show with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, and The Rock having a segment together. The host, Hulk Hogan, started the show, welcoming us. Jesus Christ, I can't even fucking say that right. Welcoming in us to WrestleMania. And then he's like on about WrestleMania, 30 years of WrestleMania moments, and you never know when the next one's going to happen. And then here comes The Rock. He comes out, and the Stone Cold comes out first and talks about raising hell and, usual Stone Cold stuff. And then, The Rock comes out and they have the Rock talks about rock babies, how he finds it funny that there's a lot of wrestling fans' birthday that starts at 9 months after WrestleMania because the electricity and the passion and all that stuff. It was a fun promo. It was a fun, the three legends in the ring celebrating WrestleMania. It made sense, and I was a big fan of this opening segment. Fun stuff. So first match on the card was Triple H taking on Daniel Bryan. And the winner of this match advances to the main event of WrestleMania to face Batista and Triple H Batista and Randy Orton in a triple threat match. So, winner advances to the main event to face Randy Orton and Batista. Jeez, I almost said it again there. Sorry, guys. Anyway, probably wanted Triple H to win, didn't I? I'm kidding. This was a fantastic match. It absolutely went it was a long match, but it was really awesome. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed this match between Daniel Bryan and Triple H. All three played their roles perfectly well. Like Triple H was the perfect heel. Stephanie McMahon at ringside was the perfect villain that you just wanted to, you just wanted to see Daniel Bryan overcome the odds and become, and beat Triple H, the evil empire. And and all that stuff. So he did a really good job of doing that. This was perfect, a perfect opener for WrestleMania. And Daniel Bryan gets the win and moves on to the main event of WrestleMania. So nothing bad to say here. Awesome stuff. Triple H was a sore loser afterwards and attacked Daniel Bryan's arm and hit it with a chair in the post. So Daniel Bryan goes into WrestleMania main event with an even more of an injured shoulder because he walked into WrestleMania with an injured shoulder. So pretty cool stuff there. No problem. Second match on the card, we had Kane teaming up with the New Age Outlaws, taking on the Shield. This was a squash match. It was the new guys squashing the old guys, so to speak. And I was fine with this. They just beat the shit out of him, basically, like Roman Reigns spearing Kane and Dean Ambrose being a lunatic and going crazy on Road Dogg and Billy Gunn and Seth Rollins flying everywhere, and it was just a showcase match for the Shield, and they just destroyed the New Age Outlaws and Kane and made them the Stone Age Outlaws. Haha! See what I did there? It's been a long night, guys. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so that was fun. I enjoyed that. The Shield win, picking up the victory. Exactly what it needed to be. Next match, we had the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Typical Battle Royal stuff, just to get everyone on the card. This was the first annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This was a special occasion, seeing it was the 30th anniversary. I thought it was nice. I mean, they've stopped doing it now. I know they do it on SmackDown now, so it's kind of, it's still a tradition, but they don't do it. They haven't done it at the last two WrestleManias. So I wish this would have been the only one because. This was perfect. Like Cesaro, it came down to Cesaro and the Big Show, and the awesome spot that will live forever. Well, kinda, is the Cesaro lifting the Big Show up, and it's basically like Hogan Andre and slamming him over the top rope to eliminate him. Awesome stuff. It made Cesaro a big deal in his first, like, one of his first WrestleManias or something like that. So pretty cool stuff for Cesaro. You know, I would say shoot a rocket up that man's arse and give him the strap, so to speak. But we all know how that ended. So yeah, it was a good moment for Cesaro, and yeah. Anyway, next match, we have here's where the sour starts. We have Bray Wyatt taking on John Cena. I'll say this off the bat. I thought that the story being told in this match was almost a masterclass. It was almost a masterpiece. I really enjoyed this. The story being told of, like, John Cena, the superhero, can't figure out this cult leader Bray Wyatt and his cult family members. I liked it all the way up until the end because I thought it was the wrong winner. I compared it to a superhero movie where the superhero has to fight the supervillain, and knowing full well where this is going between John Cena and Bray Wyatt, where they have 3 pay-per-view matches in 2014, WrestleMania, Payback, Extreme Rules, and Payback. Uh, Knowing exactly how it goes, like, having the superhero figure out the villain in the first chapter kind of made the other two kind of pointless in my opinion. But yeah, I didn't like this. I didn't like the fit. I mean, I liked the match. I thought the match all the way up until the end was perfect, almost picture perfect until the finish. But that's just my opinion. Maybe it's just because I got it, a bit of a because I'm a bit biased when it comes to Bray Wyatt matches, because I love Bray Wyatt's work and I think he's awesome. So I might be a bit biased there, but my opinion, it was the wrong result, and it was the start of the downfall of the Bray Wyatt character, because it was after this, like, he loses almost every single big match he was in after this, from this point onwards. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because, I don't want to be here all day talking about Bray Wyatt and his failures. I could be here all day talking about the bad booking thingy, but we'll move on. So anyway, I thought the match was okay, masterpiece. It was almost a masterpiece of storytelling until the finish where John Cena just overcame the odds. Didn't like that. Anyway, next match we have the Streak, the Undertaker taking on Brock Lesnar. What can I say? Where do I start on this one? It was a sad match. Like, knowing what was about to happen, it made me sad. And also, it didn't help that the fact that Undertaker got concussed in this match, and I was trying to figure out where it happened, and it felt uncomfortable at parts because I was trying to figure out where he got concussed, and Brock Lesnar was beating him up, and I was just sitting there, and it went from the mystique of the Undertaker, the mystique of the Undertaker. It went away, and you just saw the man, Mark Calloway. And I was sitting there, I was just like, man, it's so uncomfortable watching Brock Lesnar beat up this old man. Like, no disrespect to the Undertaker or Mark Calloway, but it's like, it just felt to me, it was very uncomfortable watching. But it didn't take away from the experience. Like, that's what I mean. Like, this is what I mean by I don't know how to respond to this match, because it was just sad and emotional, and in all ways, like, it made me feel something. There's some matches where I'm like, I don't know what to say, because it's like, it's gonna be up for debate. This match is going to be up for debate for the rest of wrestling existence. Is Brock the right guy for the Streak? Me personally, I think it was starting to get to the time where the Streak was going to come to an end. Was this the right moment? I don't know. Was Brock the right guy? Me personally, I would have gone with a up and coming talent rather than someone like who's already established like Brock. But I don't know who that would have been. Maybe Roman Reigns a couple of years, but we don't know how Roman Reigns would have been. So yeah, it is what it is. It's a what if situation. We can sit here all day talking about it. So it's a very interesting conversation to have. But we're gonna get onto this WrestleMania review, eh? As I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match. All swimming through the sad emotions and it was an alright match. I didn't think it was boring or anything. Like, the first time I watched it, I thought it was boring. But this is like the first time I've watched it from, God, I can't remember how long. So, it was fine. It's certainly an eye-opener. And, yeah, it was okay. And then we had the pointless match. The next match on the card, which I don't understand why they put this after the streak being ended. The Divas match. We had the Vicky Guerrero Divas Championship Open Invitational. It was basically an excuse to get all the women on the card in a 6-minute match. There was no story there. It was just, here's a bunch of challenges for AJ Lee. Only the champion, AJ Lee, got an entrance. And it went about 6 minutes, and they were just hitting moves on each other, and then AJ tapped out Naomi. It was kind of pointless, and I felt bad for AJ and some of the other women in the match, because it was like, you deserve better, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to think that it was still in 2014. In 2014, the women were still being treated like afterthoughts, like the toilet break, you know what I mean? So, it was a bad position to put him in. Anyway, so that's all I'll say about that match. And then we had the main event. We had Randy Orton defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Batista and Daniel Bryan. So yeah, I got it right that time. This was a really good match. It was a really good underdog story of Daniel Bryan. Like, knowing what happens, it kind of made you could see it coming a mile away, like all the obstacles that were being thrown at Bryan. It did get a bit ridiculous after a while. Like, you had Batista and you had Randy Orton there, and Bryan's got one arm, and then halfway through the match, Triple H comes back out, and Stephanie comes out, and the crooked referee Scott Armstrong comes out, and they try to screw Bryan, and then Bryan fights them off, and then Triple H gets his sledgehammer, and he fights them off again. And then they put him through and then Batista and Randy Orton put him through the announce table, and Daniel Bryan comes back and he ends up tapping out Batista, and he's like this great underdog story, But if you're watching it as a wrestling fan, he's like, this is like, if you're watching it like years later, he's like, it is a bit corny. But, in a good way, like, it's a bit corny, like, oh, all this stuff, like, they threw at him, and he's like, he just keeps coming back, and, like, I was happy, at the end when he won, I was like, oh, man, he actually kind of deserved that, like, that was awesome, man. I had a fun time with that match, and, yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and then he got his moment, Daniel Bryan finally got his moment to celebrate, and after 8 long months, as Michael Cole kept saying on commentary, like, oh my God, it's been 8 long months, 8 long months. I'm like, I get it, Michael, it's been 8 months. Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty fun. So in overall, I really enjoyed this show. It was a very good celebration. Just some small minor nitpicks, like Bray Wyatt losing. I thought that was the wrong result, especially, I don't think John needed that win. That's just me personally. And also other people, maybe. The Divas match was unfortunate. But apart from that, everything else kind of lived up to the hype. Bryan's 2 matches were great. The streak ending was memorable. And the rest of Cesaro slamming Big Show, like, there was plenty of WrestleMania moments, so to speak, on this card, so pretty great. Happy that I actually watched this. Thank you again to Beat Down Bunny for suggesting this. Really appreciate it. And that's going to be it for now, guys. Oh, well, yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I almost forgot that. Sorry, guys. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I thought the event was great. Thanks, Beat Down Bunny, for the suggestion. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me what you thought of WrestleMania 30 in the comments. And I'll see you guys in a bit. And I'm out.